Thank you for joining us again. I'm Karen, this is Diane, and we are sitting here at the end of the August energies, right? We've been through so much this entire month, and they're in this last stretch. And Diane and I thought we would come on today and do something more expressing, offer more support, and maybe bring in a little fun. We love to use oracle cards, not only just because they are so visually helpful for ourselves, but we also think that they speak through the screen and you can feel into the energy of what the artist is bringing forth. As at the same time, Diane and I will be leaning in to our channels. Perhaps light language will still come through, some transmissions. We will be working with our open channels. And we invite you to just join us and really just feel into what comes through today. It might feel a little different. We might be feeling as though we're kind of moving through the release of that August has offered us. And we ask you to join us.
Niara kotaria sara yeshu to kotaria sara kia tariana ra yesoro shoto kotariana kataria sara kia toria noro kotaria sara kia tariana ra yesoro kotaria shoto kotaria sara kataria shoto kotaria sara kotaria shoto. It's just like so much energy from so many beings of light coming in there. Like they're so excited. You all are here. Yesoro kotaria shoto kotaria sara kotaria shoto kitia. Norhi shuru kotaria kitia sara kotaria sara kotaria katariana kataria sara kotaria. Isharokotoria sarakiatariana, yesarokotoria shotokotoriana, sarakotoria shotokotoriana. Ay, yesorokotoro shotokitia. See, I guess I gotta put it
There
in
it
front of
is.
my
Yeah.
face for Yesorokotoria shotoko. So this is fairy energy that's coming through me right now. And I at the first glance I had of this card, it almost looks like fairy wings, beautiful. Golden, red, orange, yellow, pink light. And the wording on it is from nothing to everything. It's almost like I'm getting that uh, wording of from beauty from ashes, right? Or from ashes to beauty. I think I said it wrong. It's like this rebirth is happening. And that's almost like a volcanic explosion happening right there. A transformation. Yes, big, big energies. Whew.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. I have just drawn the card opportunity. And I'm always so drawn to, yes, that spiral and the nautilus and that sacred geometry that's here supporting us. We all get to experience that so differently. Perhaps you're walking along the beach and you pick up a shell, or you notice that pattern.
Mine right here.
Beautiful. You notice that pattern in flowers, right? Like it's something that's repeating for us. And it's always an opportunity to understand that it's almost I'm almost being seeing it as a reverberation out, right? So the spiral goes in. I always like to put the nautilus right at the heart, but at some point, like we need to radiate back out to the world. And there's this beautiful opportunity, and the colors are coming through for me as this opportunity that we all show up differently. We all have our own gifts, and we've been through an enormous transformation cycle. And what's new, right? What did you let go of? What did you bring in? Where were you able to make more space in your heart so that more can come in for you? Right? There's so much excitement about that. What did you bring in? What was available for you? What did you make space for? Again, more fairy energy wanting to come in. We're getting ready to watch the world show us her explosion of fall, right? Where it's kind of like we're preparing for that fall season and the loss of the bright colors that we're so used to in the springs. Yes, right. The softer colors. but I'm hearing that fall's colors are no less important. It is a reverberation of earth showing us what comes next, what is next for you. Here's my next card. What direction do you step into now? What is there for you? Go into your own internal direction, right? The heart space to lead you outside of I'm hearing a transformation of time, right? Letting go of outside clocks, letting go of outside need tos, shoulds, must do's, and leaning back in for your next steps. Oh, I'm feeling that energy right through the heart. Let it expand. Make space for more light. Yeah, big energy.
I just pulled two. Again, these colors of fall colors coming through, the oranges and the reds. So I'm getting ancestors, the bird energy, the avian, the pillars, connecting with ancestral energies, both that are, and I'm getting like ancient medicine woman and medicine man. I work with Karen and I both, we work with clients, and a lot of times when we're in our sessions, past life information from past lives come through. And I have worked with many clients who have connections as a medicine man or a medicine woman in a previous lifetime. They were a healer in a previous life. And so what I'm hearing to say with this card is really feeling into that. Do you feel drawn to the healing arts? Or have people told you that, oh, you should be a therapist or a healer? Are you a good listener? Are you in a job that feels depleting? Are you being called into something more? These are very similar in the coloring and the way they look, in the ancient energies of tribal medicine. I'm hearing look up to the sky. The bird energy. If you're just tuning in for the first time, you probably think we're crazy, right? Like, who are these two women speaking fairy and bringing in bird sounds? These are high frequencies that Karen and I are channeling, and we're not having the intention of, oh, I'm going to channel a fairy, or oh, I'm going to channel bird. That is what is here for us right now to teach us to lift to the pillar again, that lifting up to the sky, lifting up to the light, connecting to your roots, connecting to the feelings that you may have, using tools, not being afraid to turn away from if what you are using in our modern world is not sitting with you. I'm just going to say try to make it as a brief story. I was in a health crisis many years ago, and instinctively, deep down within me, I knew that I could heal. Yes, I needed the help of Western medicine at the time, but I didn't want to continue relying on it because I knew that I had a power within me that was greater than these little pills that I was taking. and learning. I mean, it took years of learning and practicing. But if your heart is calling you, if your inner GPS is calling you to go back to your roots, to sit on the ground,
Mm,
sit in the grass, to absorb the vibration of sound frequencies for your healing, of drumming, of saging, of clearing your space with either sage or palo santo, the smoke, um, uh, essences, animal essences, flower essences, hugging a tree, all of those things. This is the medicine woman, the medicine man plants. And I'm not talking about taking, you know, can't think of the name of it.
ayahuasca.
Thank you. Ayahuasca. Not that, I'm not pro or con
Mm,
ayahuasca, but what can you tap into within yourself, within your reach, holding a stone, holding a crystal, um, chanting,
mm,
toning your voice, feeling the vibration from within. Nyasaraya,
mm.
shotokoya, iyasarakiya, tapping,
The inner
thumping,
drum.
drumming your body. Yeah. That's
Mhm.
what's coming through from me. I'm
Beautiful.
going to
I
turn
was
it
with
back to
you with the
you.
drum. So you were so beautifully talking about the Avian beings, and I pulled courage, right? And a lot of what this brings up, what comes through for me is brings me back to the winged ones, right?
Mm,
So outside of just what is earthly, hawks and dragonflies and hummingbirds, right? You know, do you have the courage to lean into um, unicorn, dragon energy, Pegasus, fairy, fae, right? So there's a little bit on the outside. Do you have the courage to look up to the stars? Do you have the courage to look into more of um, deep within your inner cosmos, right? There, I
mm,
feel like that takes a great leap of faith to be able to say, like, I can experience my inner dragon and what that means for me. And I can experience a dragonfly approaching me at the same time. And leaning into that, right? No shakora, ushanaki atak arash tukorwa tuku, shanakaria takaya, warwa shunukuria. This is limitless, akarwasha, boundless. Shunukurwa tutko. You do not need to pakarasha tukuru boundary yourself into such a box. Shurwasha tukuria tukuria diaria. Shanakorwatuku, Shutikiria Nakarwatukuku, Shariata Nakara. What do you see? What
mm,
do you see within? What sparks your interest, right? What are you so drawn to that feels I would have to have so much courage to lean into that, right? I'm just going to go back to this because I'm going to follow my internal compass, my internal directions. I'm going to follow that beautiful gentle beat of the earth, that drumming of the heart, all the things that there's just this beautiful merge coming through,
mm,
allowing yourself to simply step forward, breathing it in.
mm.
Shanigaria, uniku akara, shotokoya nikia takara. Warwa shunuku. If you are feeling led to speak a different way, work a different way, connect with, again, new tools, only yourself, just sitting in nature. Allow yourself to make those changes. That is where you're going to find your internal direction. Hmm. Release yourself from what has happened in the past lifetimes.
Yeah.
You are free. You are free of these karmas, these memories you brought forward. You are free to move forward and sing with your heart, sing with the angels, bring forward your voice and your energy and your love in such a more powerful way because you are all of those things at once. Mm, thank you.
Yeah. And um I'm seeing like, breaking the chains,
Mm,
breaking the chains of the ancestral wounds that have been holding you down. And that's this beautiful freedom with the birds flying away in formation, releasing it because you do not have to carry it anymore. You can give it back to, you know, your parents or your grandparents. And in your mind's eye, giving it back to them, saying, you know what, this is not for me anymore. You can either keep it and hold it if you want to, or you can give it back. And it's a really powerful exercise to just see that continuation of, your parents giving it back, your grandparents giving it back, and so on and so on and so on. And just eventually, like it's all energy that just kind of dissolves. And the final card I'm going to show you that I just drew. You are multifaceted beings of light. You are these beautiful, radiant, impeccable diamonds. Um, explore, explore, and shine your lights.
mm.
Yeah,
Home. So I see home, right? Where is home? That is a
yeah.
journey we're all on. We come together, and Diane and I try to express what we're moving through as the energy comes in. We are assisted by the cards and the imagery. The light language comes in to support. A lot of time, our channels are helping us move through the information. Sometimes you get us, and it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful marriage of the energy and the work that we can do. If you feel that these, leave us a comment. Let us know which cards spoke to you. Let us know if you felt something, right? And it's not that we want to fill our egos of, oh, she felt something. It's really just about understanding that this can be so much more powerful and we can work together. Do you have anything else you'd like to close with, Diane?
Um, I don't think so. No, I don't think I do, other than, again, we're just so touched that you are joining us. And if you've subscribed to our channel already, thank you so much. If you haven't, perhaps you'd consider doing so. Check out what else we have to offer, though. We have a few playlists. And we have conversations, we have these transmissions, we offer tips and tools, and we're always open to suggestions
Mm,
from topics you may want us to touch on. We have been in practice for many years ourselves and on our own healing and awakening journeys. And we certainly don't claim to know it all because we never will. Nobody ever will. While we're here, we're all in this together, and we just feel your energy as you join in, and it's just expanding and expanding and expanding as our hearts expand and open. And that's what this journey is about. And so, thank you again,
thank you.
and we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.